this presentation we will be discussing on how you can use ANOVA, one-hour ANOVA analysis using your Excel file. So for example, this case we are discussing with effect of one drug on some viability of cell, and we are using three different concentrations. For example, one case I am assuming that we are using no drug, so this is zero concentration, you will say. No drug is there. In one case you are using, for example, 1% of drug, 1% drug is there, and you can assume you are having 2% drug. You can assume that we are measuring viability of cell, and we are doing some replicate analysis. So one set I am getting viability is 10 cell is viable, another case assume 12 cell is viable, here for example 13 is viable. Again these are all replicates. For example, I am getting again 12, again 11. So for example, we are doing 5 replicate without drug. So these are actually same, but different sets we are using same treatment, but we are getting some variation will be there. So that is important. This is called 5 replicate, for example. Then I am doing the same experiment with 1% drug. For example, viability is 8, 9, 7, 8, 7, for example, or maybe some 6 I am getting. They are also all replicate, and for example this is 5, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, just in case 5 is not there anyway. So these are the total data we are having. One data is without drug, one case is with 1% drug, another case is with 2% drug. So essentially I am having 3 groups, and each group I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of data. Now we want to show you how to do the ANOVA analysis, whether the treatment is different, significantly different or not, which group is different. So this can be done using one-way ANOVA. So I'll show you. I'm selecting those entire table, then I'm going for data. In my tab we will have data analysis, analyze tab, we are having a data analysis. We'll select it. Okay, now it will come. There is many analysis toolpath. We are having ANOVA single factor, because there is only one variable, only drug is there or not, more drug, less drug. So only variable is drug concentration. So I'm choosing one ANOVA. Now input range, I will just highlight the same input range. This is my input. I'm having my label in the first row. Label means no drug, 1% drug, 2% drug. The heading is there in the first row, so I'm highlighting it. If I'm not selecting the heading line, then I need not do. Grouped by columns, because this is one group column, this is another column, this is another column. So my grouping is by column, and we have to choose one output range. Output range I can choose, for example, the whole portion I'm selecting. I'll just show you. For example, I'm choosing output range. This is my output range, and alpha value 0.05, 95% significance. Alpha is 0.05, so 95% confidence you want to have, and that's all. So we got these values. In this case, this is single way ANOVA. There is 3 different groups. One group is no drug, 1%, 2%. Their count, their sum, their average, and corresponding variance. Using this data, we can calculate the source of variation between group and within group, and their ratio. If I do calculate, we will calculating with the degree of freedom we are dividing. We are calculating mean sum of square, and their ratio is f value, and we can see p value. So from f value we can calculate from f distribution curve what is the p value we have for 0.05 with this data. And a value is important because we know what is a value you are getting and what is the f critical. So as our f value is higher than the critical value, so null hypothesis that all are equal, three treatments are same, that is cancelled, it is not hold. In other sense, we can say this group 1, group 2 and group 3 are significantly different, and the p value is, as I have shown here, this is the p value, very small, 0.00000457. So that is the conclusion what you will do in case of one-way ANOVA using Excel.